Hi folks, welcome to Coil's Vaping Reviews once again. Welcome to the video. Tonight I have a review for the Uwell Rafale tank. Now before we go any further, this was sent on to me by John Bold of boldvapes.co.uk and it's currently priced at $24.90 delivered. Now that's that bit out of the way. Thank you John also for sending this on to me for review to show everyone who subscribes to me and the people on the members on the Approved Vapors website where this video goes to. Now, please, when you watch this video, watch other reviews of this as well, because I've seen mixed reviews of this. These are just my personal reviews on this device and the actual device I have here. Mainly because there's such a mixed reviews on this across the web ever since it first came out. It come out into reviewers' hands too early on, I think, before it was actually developed properly, especially the coils, because it was leaking. Now, I've had no leaking with this. I've had a bit of condensation, or what I call condensate, in and around here, but not where it comes to the point of showing through the air holes anywhere. That's that bit out of the way. Now let's take a vape and I'll show you the performance. Now I've been running this. I prefer the 0.5 ohm coils straight out the bat. I'm going to tell you that straight off the bat. 0.5 ohm coils are far superior, in my opinion, than the 0.2 ohm coils that it comes with. It comes with two coils, 0.2 ohm and 0.5 ohm SUS 316 surgical grade stainless steel coils. Here we go. I've got 70-30 juice in there, 70% VG juice in there, and it's wicking a treat, and the flavour is immense. That was the first thing I did notice over the crown. I thought the crown was good until I put the 0.5 ohm coil into the Rafale, and it is a beast of a coil, and it is really good. In my opinion, it is really good and better than the crown coils. I like the aesthetics of the tank. Now, I'll give you some specs on the tank itself. Now, it has a width of 24mm. Now, the 24mm width that it states in the specifications is around the top bar here on the top cap and around the airflow ring. Now, around the airflow ring, it says 24mm top and bottom there, but on the base, it still is 22mm. That's where they get the 24mm diameter from. It is stainless steel and quartz glass. It has a 5mm juice capacity. Has a proprietary drip tip because the drip tip forms part of the top fill, which is the only negative for me, the top fill on this, because it's them two holes on the top. As you can see, we'll go down for close-ups in a bit. As you can see, the top fill holes there, and you screw it anti-clockwise to open and clockwise to shut it off. And when you do fill it, you have to close the airflow ring up, as you will get some juice in there because it's gravity fed inside, and it does build up with pressure as you force juice into these holes here slightly. But the top fill for me is a little bit of a negative. I've got on with it with what can I say? Let's get me bottles. These type of bottles are fine, but these type of bottles are just a total pain in the arse to fill it with. So if you've got juice in these bottles, I've been filling it from the bottom because you can fill it from the bottom, you just can't get as much in. But I've been filling it from the bottom when I wanted to use glass dropper bottles. So someone can class that as a negative. I do because they needed to sort of develop that top fill system a little bit more, in my opinion. And also it comes with this cap already on the drip tip like that, so as it sort of cools the drip tip down slightly, you can use it with or without. I've been using it with and without just to test, and it does keep the heat down off the drip tip. fantastic. It is a great atomizer, and it's been my go-to device. Over the last week or so of having this, because I always try and sort of like test them for a good number of days before I review any device, and it's been working flawlessly for me. Like I say, that just that top flow has been sort of like my negative on it. Anyway, let's go down to the specifications again, and it has a 5mm tank capacity, 62.5 grams in weight, stainless steel and quartz glass made materials in the makeup of the tank. The coil components are, it comes with a 0.2 ohm SUS 316 surgical grade parallel coil, which is capable of 60 to 120 watts from their specifications. It also comes with a SUS 316 surgical grade parallel coil of 0.5 ohms of 40 to 80 watts, and an Ni200 parallel coil of 0.1 ohms, which is capable of 200 to 350 degrees centigrade. That's from their detailed specification list, and I haven't tried the Ni200, so I can't comment on that. And also the RBA section, which is available separately, which comes with an RBA coil. I've seen bits of it, but it looks a bit of a pig to build. I won't be buying it because I'm happy with the 0.5 ohm coils, to be honest. And I've never really liked an RBA section for a sub-ohm tank. The only one that's half decent for me was the old Kanga Mini RBA section, but that was, that's just my opinion. Anyway, what we'll do now is I'll go down and I'll show you the coils up close. This is and the tank up close. These are the coils, what they come in, the packaging. This one's open, this one's shut. It has these are 0.5 ohm coils. I'll just show you these before we go down close. Show you the close-ups. They come with a sealed, the authenticity breakable seal there. You rip that off, and there's an authenticity sticker at the top here. Come in packs of 4. These are available from Bold Vape as well. .co.uk. I purchased 2 packs of these, and I've used one 0.5 ohm coil, and I've got 2 lots of coils in there. I've opened these up just to see if there's any difference in the coils that were supplied with the Rafale and the coil that was already the coils in the packaging, and there's no difference whatsoever. So this is, let me just see here now. This is one coil I've got out here. I'll show you this up close here as well. This is this is one out of the pack there, which I pulled out the pack. This is out of the package. Let's just get up close. Let me show you this. This is the 0.2 ohm. Now, if you have a look at the coil, can you see a weld on the wire there near the top? Let's just have a look. Let me just check. 2 seconds. It says there. It's that dark bit there. That's saying it's still using non-resistive legs on this, but it is a parallel coil. And the wicking holes, I believe, are smaller than they were when it very first came out onto the reviewers. I think Rip Tripper did the very first one. And it has a gold-plated contact pin at the bottom, at the base. And as you can see, look, they've opened the airflow up on this considerably on the coil. And it has a absolutely massive airflow hole, 4.5 mil maybe there at the bottom and through there. In fact, I can measure it now. It's probably more than that. That hole going through the centre of that coil is 6 mil. That's why it's so airy. It's a 6 mil hole, that is. But for me, I've had to come off the last notch slightly because the last notch is there, and I've been coming off that. I'll show you on close-ups anyway, and that's where I've been sort of vaping it because it is so airy. So we'll have one quick last vape and then we'll go down for close-ups. Lovely. Drip tip feels nice with that rubber sheath on as well, but it does feel really nice around there. It keeps the drip tip from, because the drip tip does get warm without it if you're running it quite high in Fahrenheit or centigrade. So we'll go down for close-ups, guys. We'll see you down at the table. Hi guys, welcome to the close-up for the Rafale. This is the tin that it comes in. Really nice packaging. CE markings, etc. Really nice. And what we do to open it is, when you get it, you'll open the tin. You've got authenticity. Just get the focus in. Authenticity at myuwell.com, QR code for checking the authenticity of this. You also get 2 little cards. One's a sticker and one's a bit of information. And then what we do is we pull this out of there, and inside here we have also, and then that's empty. So we'll put that to one side. Stick that on. We have a pack of O-rings, spare O-rings for the tank, instruction manual, anti-spit back system, although it's more of a preventative. I did get a tiny little spot now and again from the 0.25, but we get an attention sticker with all your warnings, keep out of reach of children, etc. And it's a quite comprehensive instruction manual. Let you read that. You can pause the video, etc. We'll start this side. There we are. That's the instruction manual, guys. Specification details are on the back here. The features, package details, warranty details, and any attentions, and the customer service. That's what you get on the instruction manual, guys. And we'll put all that to one side, and then we'll get out what this is. Now this is an aerated bag, which is quite unique. Never seen this before. Let's just alter my manual focus slightly. There we go. What we do is we've got normally you'll get a coil installed, which is the 0.2 ohm, which is this one is here, and you get a spare glass, some silica gel, discard that. That's your glass, your spare glass wrapped up, and then we have to get the tank out by sort of squeezing the bag. That's it, and sort of just shake it, and that's what you get in the package. And this is a removable cover. It does say Uwell on it. Thought it does, yeah. It does at the bottom, but you can't hardly see it. It being translucent, but it does say Uwell on it. On this is a cover for the drip tip, so we'll take that off, which you can apply or not apply. Now this is the proprietary drip tip, top filling from these 2 holes. Now if we want to fill it up, we turn it anti-clockwise, and as we turn, it lowers a disc inside here, and then what you do is you fill up. Let's just get to, I'll show you how it fills. Just wipe this over because I'm not going to fill it up with this juice, but because I won't fill it up yet. We'll get, and you fill it up by pushing that into the one of the top fill holes, either one. And obviously when you fill it, you've got to keep this airflow closed at the bottom, and that's how you fill it. And then keep the airflow closed, and then we turn it clockwise. As you can see, it closes up these holes here. Got a little bit of juice in that top one there off that bottle, because I'm not using that bottle. That's your top fill design. Now, that's not the best top fill design in the world whatsoever for me. It needed to be, should I say, better designed than that, because it doesn't fit a lot of your glass droppers inside there, so you've got to fill it from the bottom. Can you see that down there now whilst I've got it like this? That is a spiralated, it's like a outer scouter type spiral to stop or prevent spitback. That's your spitback bar, which goes all the way through the chimney in a spiral form. I did have a couple of spits from the 0.2, but the flavour wasn't as good either with the 0.2 ohm coil. Well, I think it may have just been condensation built up on that spiral that was giving me the spit. It didn't taste sort of like pure liquid, but it does help 95% of the time with spitback. We have nice engraving here on the top cap here. Quartz glass, 5mm capacity. We have airflow ring at the bottom here, which is, it doesn't spin all the way around, that's its locking position. It has set points on here, clicks. So that's your first, that's your second, that's your third, that's your fourth, that's wide open. So that's wide open, both sides, and it is massive. I'll just have a quick measure. It is 3mm deep by approximately, because it's diamond shaped, it's pointed at the end, so approximately 14mm in length. So 14mm across and 3mm deep, both of them. But it is very, very airy, the tank is. And I've been using it on its last click. Second to last click, and then off it slightly, because that's its last click, it's too tight there. So just off that last click there, like so. That's how I've been using the tank, for forming that diamond shape with the at the end. And we have some nice aesthetic engraving on the bottom here, and we have on the bottom Uwell Rafale.com, and we have a, just get to focus in a bit better. Let's get the focus in a little bit better. That's better. We have a gold plated 510, the insulator around it, so don't go, it doesn't stick out at all, so don't go sticking it on anything hybrid like the Noisy Cricket or anything like that, because it does not stick out and you will end up shorting itself out, and it's dangerous. Now let's take this apart. To take it apart, we can take the base off here. Now this coil that's in here, it is used. This is the one that's been in from new. I've had it a week. We'll have a look at that in a second. That's your fill hole from the bottom. So it is not just top fill, it is bottom fill as well. You just get a little bit more than if you fill it from the top. But I've been bypassing this top fill, and I've been using this because I just think it's easier to use it this way, sacrificing it a little bit of juice by filling it this way, but it's just easier. There's your other part of the spiral in there. As you can see, I don't know if you can make that out, it does spiral inside, which is the anti-spitback system, you can see. And then what we do, this tank does come apart for, we just unscrew the top and get it off. Let's see. Unscrew the top and the bottom, and that is your chimney section. your glass, nice thick glass. It's got a bit of water on it just because I've washed it out just not long ago. And then that's your top fill section. There's this translucent O-ring in here, which that's all one piece. That does not come apart. And then this is your chimney section in here. You can see straight through it, and it spirals. Trying to get the shot so you can see the spiral, but can't see it very well. It does spiral inside there. And then you've got a translucent O-ring in the base here as well. So let's put it all back together, and we'll put the tank section back together anyway, like so. Put your glass in, screw it up. Don't over tighten these things, just nip it up, and then you've got your tank section to screw onto your base in a second. So we've got the base here, and this is the that coil has been used for about a week. It's going dark now. The cotton's still nice and clean around it, and this has been running at 500 degrees Fahrenheit on temp SS mode on the cuboid, and the coils are still not too bad. A little bit blackened, but they're not overly crusty. But yeah, not too bad at all, that. And this is the 0.5 ohm coil in here, and that's the inside. That's the 0.5 ohm coil that you did show you on close-ups. But yeah, it's lasting very, very well. The coils are. Longevity of the coils is really good. This is the SUS, like I say, 0.5 ohm. I did show you the coil up close, one of the other coils before. And that's the coil, guys, and the base. So you've got two O-rings on here as well. So what we do is we marry this up. We'll fill this up down through here, and then you keep it upside down, and that's how I've been filling it anyway, that way, and then screwing it up and then tipping it back up again. But I'll fill that up off camera, and then we'll have a vape on it in a second. But that's the Uwell Rafale up close, guys. So we'll see you back up the top for thoughts and impressions on this device. See you at the top, guys. Sorry guys, welcome back to the top. It's a bit foggy because I've just been vaping it. I've just filled it up halfway with some My Man from One Hit Wonder, and this is 80/20. And the settings I've been using on the cuboid are, I'll show you up close because it is, they're the settings: 60 watts on power, 500 degrees Fahrenheit. 60 watts on power is just more of a ramp up, and then it's a 0.52 locked in, and needs new batteries in shortly, but it puts out 9.5 amps. And that's what I've been using this on, and it's been flawless, absolutely flawless for flavour and vapour. Really, really nice, not too hot either. If you like hotter vape, just obviously turn your temperature up a bit more, but really good. It is on this setting I've got here, and this device I have here, the flavour is bang on. It is really good, absolutely fantastic flavour. Takes about, I would say, on temperature stainless steel mode, when I put the coil in new, it's not taking as long to break in as people who are using it in wattage mode, from what I can gather anyway, with regards to people's comments on it throughout the net. It sort of broke in on stainless steel mode after about probably half an hour of use. It's been breaking in really quickly on stainless steel mode, on temp mode. I don't know why, but I've been getting flavour pretty much after about really good flavour after about half an hour or so of use. That coil's been in here a week and it's still kicking out good flavour and good vapour. There's no spits, there's no juice leaking out the bottom because it's not wicking right, because the coils are gunked up. And it's longevity of the coils and using it solely in temperature stainless steel mode on the cuboid has been really good. As you can see, the vapor, you can't see the, obviously you can't, you're just going off what I'm saying with flavour, but it is really good, the flavour. Fantastic. I need a drink. But yeah, if anybody's sitting on the fence on whether to buy this or not, for £24.90 and they want a sub-ohm tank with solely stainless steel coils, 5mm juice capacity, aesthetically it looks very pleasing, especially on the cuboid. Go out and get it if you're just watching my review. Watch others as well, other reviewers, look at other comments, try to research it yourself before buying it. But for me, I would buy it again tomorrow. It really is a good device. I liked the original Crown, as did many others, but it still had its faults, and it still had people who didn't like it for one reason and another. But the Uwell, for me, apart from the top fill on this, which I think's pretty crap to be honest, the way it's utilising the little holes at the top, I fill it from the bottom and I have no problems. I have no problems with leaking. Like I say, I get a tiny bit of condensate now and again in and around the airflow ring. When I start getting any condensate in and around this airflow ring, when I fill it up, when I'm due to fill it up again, I'll tip it upside down, I'll take the base off, I'll take the coil out, dry it out in there, because it does fill up with condensation. And it's not juice, it's just a bit of condensate. Just get a bit of tissue in there and wipe it out. But it's not been leaking, as in leaking juice dripping out of the airflow holes or anything like that. Thanks again, guys, for watching. Hope you got what you wanted from that review. I wanted it to be in depth, and I wanted to show it working in stainless steel temperature mode. Very few people, or I've seen few people reviewing the Rafale and reviewing it in wattage mode, and not really mentioning temperature stainless steel mode, because the coils, although they can be used in wattage mode, for me with the Rafale, the flavour and the vapour I'm getting is best. I've tried it in wattage mode and it's totally chalk and cheese when it's in temperature stainless steel mode on the cuboid. It really is. Wattage mode, I think it dulls the flavour very much, and I think it's loads better to use it in temperature stainless steel mode. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next review. Thank you, guys.